One wheel is on, so you know what that means. It's time for an RV resort review video. I'm heading to the front. This is going to be a special one. Welcome to Mountain Valley RV Resort in Heber City, Utah. That's where we're at today. And it was ranked #1 RV resort by USA Today in 2020. And they've made the list several different times, but they actually won in 2020, and it was kind of like when they first opened. It's an amazing RV resort. Happy to bring it to you, but we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna start out with the negatives because they're right here in the very beginning. You know, every one of these videos, I always talk about how easy it is to get in and out of, right? Getting out, super easy. Getting in, a little bit of a challenge. You're gonna be coming off this road and you're gonna have to make this 90-degree turn. Now they do have a turning lane, which is great, but we were so big and so long that we had to go out a little bit to make the turn because they put this median in here. And this median's just in the way. Like for a bigger, like a toy hauler coming in and stuff, you guys really have to pay attention. If you're a Class A and you have a big travel, if you're a Class A and you have a big like stacker or something behind you, you're gonna have to pay attention to this turn. #2 negative. These are all small, by the way. Signage. It is very difficult to see. As you can see, as you're coming down to make this right turn to come in, the sign's covered by the trees, and you can't even really see this until you're right up on the turn. So you really have to pay attention to what's going on for you to make your turn in. Again, these are not huge negatives, but they are, right out of the box, something to pay attention to as you're coming to visit. After you make this 90-degree turn, they have some great spots here that you can just park and then you can walk in and register. You can get your propane and stuff up here. The main clubhouse is right here in the front. And there's so many different amenities here that are a little bit different that I'll take some time and take you around. But there's gonna be something huge that you're gonna be just blown away by. So my two little negatives are really nothing and once you get in. Oh, let's mention a third negative real quick, since we're on the negative. I guess you always have to have, did they say it in threes? Negative #3, since they have you stopping right here, when you're coming and going, you have a keypad. Well, the keypad's sitting up against this, so you literally have to come in, pull all the way over here, use the keypad, and then you're at a 90-degree angle to get in. But if you're driving your truck or whatever, it's not a big deal. But if you were towing, it would be kind of a pain. But most of the time, they just use a little clicker and then let you in. So it's not that big of a deal. But when you're coming back from going out all day, it's kind of a pain because you forget, and then next thing you know, you're over here, and then you gotta back up and then pull over, or you get out to go put your thing into your number into the keypad. All right, let's run around here. First things first, once you come in, they're gonna take you to your RV site. I think since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and showcase the clubhouse right here because there's a lot of amenities right here. So I'm gonna jump into the clubhouse and show you some of that real quick because it's really nice. Hey.
I'm just visiting.
Oh no, I'm just walking around. Yeah, I'm fine. So this is the clubhouse. And a nice little seating area. The family pool, and I say that because there's 2 sections to this RV park. This is the family pool, and also you have your restrooms. You also have your shower room, things like that. So family pools here. They do have a kitchen that's over here that you could utilize. You have to ask to utilize, of course. And then you have the shop and the check-in area. Over here, nice little area to sit for kids. Some snacks if they're not open. Play some ping pong. Let me go back out this other way. While I'm thinking about it, and while we're here, you can get Amazon packages here. We got some Amazon in. They actually have a little area. You just come in and your name's on the package and you pick it up. So it's great. So that was a short tour inside. It's nice. Now, the other thing, this is the family section of the park. So the family section's on the front park and there is an adult section on the back part. Adults only, I should say. And then also you have this big area, green space. You have a little gazebo area. You have a small pickleball court, playroom, or play set, and then again, more restrooms and stuff. They do have a few cabins on the front side of the property. This front section are all smaller pull-throughs. Let me show you kind of what I'm talking about. As you can see, they pulled in and then they've got a little parking spot back here, but they're taking up a majority of that area. So these are, it's the older section of the park. It's the first part. So they put them in here. Obviously, here's a Grand Design Momentum. It's not long enough to put your back deck down. And then you have like your truck next to it, which is fine. Let me run over here. Basketball court, again the pool. We're going to go back to where the entrance is so you can kind of understand a little more of the layout. I just kind of made a circle to show you the amenities here. So here's the double gates when you come in that they'll open for you, and then they'll guide you to your RV site. Okay, we're back to coming through the gates. The very first thing you should look at is how wide these roads are. I have never seen roads this wide in any RV resort in anywhere we've ever stayed. It is absolutely incredible. This section over to the right, I took you to the left, this section to the right when you come in does have grass, which is great. And there's some smaller areas over on that side. And these pull-throughs now are a little bigger. As you can see, they're a little longer, but they even get bigger, believe it or not. They have, they do not allow you to wash your RVs here, personally, and unless you go and you get tokens, and then there's an actual RV washing station over here that I'll share with you. He's just getting set up. Much longer. See how much room he has in the back? Okay, this fence, anything over 21 is beyond that fence. Everything this side is all family. And back here where the shed is, right before the fence, is where the wash station is and the tent area. So you do have a little fire pit area down here. Nice area for kids to hang out. A tent area. This is right before the fence, and then this is the wash station. So you'd have to back your RV in, and then they have some utensils here you could do for a wash, and it's like you get a token to use the wash. On the other side of the fence, right over on that other side, is actually a dog park. I do want you to look at how wide the roads are. Again, getting around in this RV park is unbelievable. And we have seen more Class A's with double stackers, and the biggest RVs we've ever, setups that we've seen are here, because I think the word has gotten out. Occupancy is generally 80 to 90%. So this is a well-known park in this area because there's so much to do around here. All right, now I'm going to take you on the 21 and over beyond this point. And what they've done is they separate it out. So now you have pickleball courts over here. You have pickleball courts on both sides. So you have your own pickleball courts. This is a huge dog run area that's on this backside. And then you have, again, your laundry facility and your bathrooms and stuff like that. Hi. But it's huge dog run. There's the laundry facility. It's actually all really nice. Backside, the sites get much bigger. I haven't measured them. I'm guessing they're 20 or 20 plus feet wide. And a lot of them are 80 foot long. So if you're looking at how wide this site is, you just have way more room than you do anywhere I've ever experienced. You do have your own clubhouse on this side as well. And I'll take you over here. I'll show you our spot here in a second. You can kind of see where we're all set up. I'll show you the back side of it. But again, look how wide this is. All the room these places you have here. There's an ATC. You don't see those very often. Cruise America jumped in here. A lot of toy haulers, double stackers, things like that. And here is the adult only pool and the adult only clubhouse. So let's jump in there real quick. A New Horizon. Ooh, you don't see those too often either. This is a much smaller clubhouse. 21 and over. It's going down, it looks like. This is the pool setup. And then over here, another facility that you can hang out and do stuff. And you do have another kitchen setup. So it's a great, if you're coming with like a few friends, you have a nice place to hang out and do different things. And I'll take you now one more area on this other area. You'll find this whole back section is pretty much really large pull-throughs that can accommodate just about anything. It's one of my favorites. I love this setup. I love the colors. Tiffin, they've got their toys. A lot of Brinkley's in here. If you notice, we are in a valley and there are mountains surrounding us everywhere. There's some amazing drives that go down through this valley. And then we also went over to the Olympic facility over in Park City and had an amazing time there. If you're coming to this park, you should check that out. You got to also remember, Ybor City is like, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. It is one of the faster growing areas around here. So that's probably why you can see there's not many sites empty, right? 80 to 90% capacity all the time, just because of how nice it is. And price, I believe, is still going to be around that $100 a night range. It's not atrocious by any means for what you're getting. So we were been boondocking an awful lot, and our rig is completely filthy. It needs to be washed. But it was really nice to get back to some sort of concrete pad, just to have some time, just to have room as well. And here's our setup. So we're on this corner. Again, super easy to get into. Look at all this room. Like, it's ridiculous on how much room we had to get in. Had no challenges whatsoever. Bronco sits here. The truck's parked at an angle up towards the front. And then we're just taking up this half. Really, I've just never seen anything like it. I mean, we've been in some really nice parks, of course, but we've never experienced this much room on the roads. Hope this is helping. I do have footage of us getting in and stuff as we were navigating, but there really was no drama whatsoever. Here, we're coming to the front. So much room. And when they have these little bushes here, it kind of gives you a little privacy. It's been a great stay. Hopefully this RV review helps. If you're looking to come this direction in Utah, it's an amazing park find. Again, with the occupancies, it might be a challenge to get you a reservation. and you won't be extending. So whatever you put in there, because there's always somebody coming in right behind you, you can't just add an extra night like we can so many other places. But any other questions or comments, leave them down below. Happy you got some information out of this, and check out all the other RV resort review videos, and we'll just catch you in the next one. I'm out.